Hey, so my name is Richard Gray. Nice to meet you. And I'm going to be interviewing you about the Learning Center. We're inquiring students who would like to know more about it. So the first question we'd like to ask is, what is the general purpose of the Learning Center?
Well, the general purpose of the Learning Center is to support students in their academic endeavors in the fact that they help with classes, like if a student is struggling with a particular subject or needs help with their homework. The Tutoring Center is a support service that offers individual help, individual tutoring. So it is a very good resource for individuals who may be struggling with a particular subject.
That seems really interesting. So what do you like about the Tutoring Center? What are the pros and cons? What are some of the challenges you face as a tutor?
Well, most of the time, the biggest challenge that I face is generally finding time to fit in this into my schedule as it is, because we're all students, we all have classes, we all have social obligations we have to go to, we have outside obligations, organizations, and stuff to attend. So finding time to fit this into your schedule to make for work is often difficult, especially when you've come from a class and you go straight from a class where you're learning a complex subject, and then you have to come tutor in an equally complex subject. That can be very draining as well.
That's very understandable. And another thing, how do you see, how does this affect you academically? Do you think that the tutoring center helps you out as well?
Absolutely, because it allows you, as a tutor, you also have to be caught up on all of your basics in your subjects. So if you're tutoring a subject, you have to know that subject very well. So if you get away from it for a little bit, you start to forget finer details. But when individuals come in asking questions like, oh yeah, I remember that, and you start to remember small details that you may have forgotten since you've taken that subject.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
And so, what is your major here at Tech?
Well, I am a dual major biology and Spanish with a minor in chemistry.
Okay, and so here at the Learning Center, what do you tutor and what do y'all offer tutoring for?
Well, specifically, I tutor Physics 1 and 2 trig-based, General Chemistry 1 and 2, Organic Chemistry 1 and 2, Spanish, and some upper-level biologies.
Okay, and what happens if a student comes in with questions for a subject that you don't have specific tutors for?
Well, in that case, we generally try to find a tutor who has some experience in that area, because there may be a certain class that we don't have a specific tutor for, but it has certain subject matter that is found in another class that we do have a tutor for. For example, I had a student come in who needed help with an engineering specific wind energy class that dealt with the physics behind a certain concept, and since it was a physics subject, I was able to help.
Okay, and what are resources that y'all offer here that you feel that people don't either know about or just don't take advantage of?
One of those, I believe, would be the online tutoring. A lot of individuals, they feel deterred from coming because they live off campus, they're far away, or they can't make it to this building. We offer online tutoring from 7:30 to 10 at night through our website, the Support Operations for Academic Retention. And I know a lot of the time the tutors who use that say they'll maybe have 1 or 2 students at night that sign in online for help.
And have you yourself ever used that?
I myself have not, because I'm usually on campus a lot, so
Right.
I've been able, if I needed help in a subject, I was able to come in.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
So how often do you use the Learning Center?
I don't use it very often. I used it like once or twice.
And what classes did you use it for?
I used it for math. I'm in statistics, and that class was giving me a lot of issues, so I came and asked my questions, and I got a lot of help.
So how much help did you would you say that you got after coming for help?
I was able to do a lot better on my test, so because I knew what was actually going on, so it helped me out a tremendous amount.
Would you come back again for more help?
Yes. So how often do you use the Learning Center?
I haven't used the Learning Center specifically, but I'll use the other tutoring options available at the math lab in the math building, and so I use that pretty regularly. I mean, maybe once a week, maybe, and I'll go in for tutoring for a few questions here and there.
What classes do you use the center for the most?
I would say math. For calculus or engineering calculus is the class I use it for most regularly.
And how much has it helped?
It's definitely helped a lot. I feel that the more prepared you are going to the tutoring center, the better results and the easier it'll be. Sometimes I went and I really didn't know what questions I wanted to ask, so it took me a long time to kind of figure out what I'm actually needing help on, and then trying to get that help versus knowing what I need help on and then just going and actually getting help for those things specifically.
Mia, tell me what kind of financial aid you get.
I receive a Hazelwood and a direct unsubsidized loan.
And do you think that these loans or this financial aid has helped you, or has it put more stress on you as a student having to worry about the money?
I will have deficit after graduation, but the Hazelwood Act takes care of 90%, but the unsubsidized loans I'm going to have to pay back. So it has helped, but not enough.
Do you think that Hazelwood is more stressful, or that there's more work going in to getting that grant than there is a regular Pell Grant or a regular financial aid?
There's definitely a lot more paperwork for the Hazelwood because I have to fill out several different forms in order to receive the legacy, but it is more beneficial than the direct unsubsidized because I only get a few funds from that, even though it's an easier process.
Okay, and do you think that there's anything that the financial aid office or student business office could do better, or do anything that would be more helpful to students on campus?
Because it is financial aid and Hazelwood falls under Veteran Affairs, it would probably be easier if the two were linked, but